exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Video in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to the episode of the San Francisco 49ers Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on Madden 22. That's right, we are back with another episode, and we continue on here in the series. We finished year number 1. In the past episodes, we did the preseason off-camera trading and all that good stuff in the last episode, and it's finally time to play the first game of season number 2. Yeah, the defending Super Bowl champions. We're at home against Seattle. It's a big, big opening day game. Can we get the W? I sure hope so, because if we do not, I'm going to be big sad. So let's get this W. Smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go and play some football, baby. So here we are in the start of season number 2. Week number 1, as you can see, all the preseason stuff is done. All of the roster stuff is finished. I had to actually take the time and go through every single team and fix all of their abilities. Or not their abilities, their development traits. Because every single team, including mine, the actual real people, they lost their abilities. Now, I don't know if that's just Madden being bad, or if it's because I have so many abilities, players with abilities in this roster that the game just can't handle it and it has to drop people down. That's probably the most likely thing. So it seems like every single year I'm going to have to go through at the beginning and give everybody their right X factor or their right ability or their right development trait in general. So I did that for every single team. So everybody's got the right, even our team, they got all the right abilities. They've got all the right X factors. They've got all the right development traits, and we're ready to go. So I did all that off camera. I also did the weekly training, and I did that. Fun fact, I actually recorded this video, the start of this video at least, previously. This is the second time I've recorded this because the first file got corrupted as I had to pause it because I had to do something, and then I came back to it, I restarted it, and it got corrupted. So here we are. Hopefully this one doesn't get corrupted because that would suck. So that's already done. I guess I showed you guys a little taste of the prospects in the end of last episode. We can take a look at them a little bit more in depth now. If we go to quarterbacks, this is the final part of the actual Legends classes. Next season will be the 2022 draft class. So Spencer Rattler, Kayvon Thibodeau, all those guys will be in the next season's draft class. And then we'll just keep going from there. So Alex Smith, Mark Sanchez, Bart Starr, Bernie Kosar, Jake Delhomme, or as I like to call him, Jake Delhomme, Terrell Pryor, Ken Stabler, Jim Plunkett, Vince Young, Sam Bradford, Warren Moon, Dante Culpepper, Fran Tarkin, and Jamarcus Russell. 14 quarterbacks in this class. One that we might possibly add to our team. I don't know. Running backs, we got Ronnie Brown, Darren Sproles, Brian Westbrook, Brandon Jacobs, Fred Taylor, Curtis Martin, Theo Riddick, Keith Byers, Icky Woods, Archie Griffin, Steven Jackson, Darren McFadden, D'Angelo Williams, Marcus Allen, Trent Richardson, Denard Robinson, Eddie Lacy, Michael Turner. I don't think that's that might be the Michael Turner from the Falcons. I'm not 100% sure. That could very well be a auto-generated player. I can't remember, to be honest, if that's an actual guy that I made, because Michael Turner is such a common name that I don't remember if that's a guy. Okay. Fullback, we got Peyton Hillis, John Kuhn, and James Devlin, one of my favorite players of all time. Wide receivers, Braylon Edwards, Art Monk, Roy Williams, Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver, Sterling Sharp, Greg Jennings, Ted Ginn Jr., Braxton Miller, Wes Welker, Fred Biletnikoff, Troy Brown, Terry Glenn, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Santonio Holmes, Doug Baldwin, Chris Carter, Sidney Rice, and then that's the rest of the wide receivers. So once we get this draft class integrated into the actual roster for season number 3, then every legend that I wanted to get into the original roster will be in the game now. So season 3 can really be the beginning of where the series starts. Tight ends, we got Greg Olson, Dave Casper, Heath Miller are the 3 tight ends that I added. We got left tackle DeBrickashaw Ferguson and Matt Light, along with Gary Zimmerman. On the left guard, we got Josh Sitton, John Hanna, Mike Munchak. We've got centers, Nick Mangold, Kevin Mawe, Bruce Matthews, Marquise Pouncey, and Jim Otto. Right guards, Gene Upshaw, Randall McDaniel are the 2 right guards. We have right tackles, Forrest Gregg, Jordan Gross, and Phil Lodeholtz. On the pass rushing side of things, the defensive line, left end, Muhammad Wilkerson, L.C. Greenwood. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. L.C. Greenwood. Right end, Greg Hardy, Richard Seymour, Howie Long, Jack Youngblood, Chris Long, Cliff Averill are the right ends. Then we go to D tackle, Merlin Olsen, Nick Fairley, BJ Raji, Vince Wilfork, Michael Bennett, Albert Hainsworth, Kevin Williams, Pat Williams, the Williams bros are there on D tackle. Left outside linebackers are Willie McGinnis and Lamar Woodley. Middle linebackers, Chris Spielman, Ray Nitschke, Teddy Bruschi, Gerard Mayo, Jonathan Vilma, Lawrence Timmons are your middle linebackers. Right outside linebackers, Stephen Tulloch, Thomas Davis Sr., John Beeson, Rob Ninkovich, Ricky Jackson, Joey Porter, Brian Arakpo, and Chad Greenway. That's all your linebackers. Then you got your corners, Night Train Lane, Chris Gamble, Ty Law, Mike Haynes, Brandon Browner, Antoine Winfield Sr. are your corners. Safeties, free safeties, are Glover Quinn, Rod Woodson. And then strong safety is Rodney Harrison. Let's go, baby. Kickers, Morton Anderson, Rob Byronis, Sebastian Janikowski, Steven Hauschka. And punter, Shane Leckler, Ray Guy. So that is every single legend that has been added to this draft class and will be in this new roster in season number 3. So I hope you guys enjoy that roster or that draft class because it has a lot of people. It took me a lot of time to get that roster or get that draft class figured out. But before we jump into the game, we got to take a look at who Seattle has on their squad so that we can get ready to play them. At quarterback, they have Roger Staubach. Then running back, LaDainian Tomlinson, Latavius Murray, and Chris Carson and Tiki Barber. Okay, so they drafted Tiki. Wide receiver, Chad Johnson, Mohamed Sanu, and T. Higgins. So their wide receiver core is not the greatest. Tight end is Will Dissly and Jack Doyle. Not good either. I mean, they're good, but Walter Jones at left tackle, Justin Pugh left guard, centers Matt Paradis, Zach Martin right guard, Taylor Moton is right tackle. Their offensive line is actually pretty solid. If we can get any pressure, it's probably going to be up the middle because he's the lowest overall. On the defensive line, Montez Sweat and Chris Jones, excuse me, I don't know what happened there. Montez Sweat and Chris Jones, along with Booger McFarland, who they also drafted, and Dalvin Tomlinson are the 2 D tackles. Then you got Darius Leonard, Danny Trevathan, and Preston Smith at the linebacking positions. Corner, Darius Slay, Jeff Okuda, and then, I mean, it really just is Darius Slay. Trey Boston and Malcolm Jenkins are the safeties. Greg Zerline's the kicker. Sam Martin's the punter. So their secondary's not the best. We could definitely capitalize on that with some deep passes, but we're going to have to focus. We're going to have to play smart and hopefully come out with the W because this is a division game, by the way. We're starting the season with a division game, so that's very, very important. We actually start the season with 2 division games and 3 division games in our first 4. So the first month of the season is going to be massive to determine if we even have a chance of making the playoffs. So hopefully we do. If you guys enjoyed this little intro and ready to get into the game, if you guys are excited for the game, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's go beat them Hawks, baby.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second season of 49ers Legends football is underway in Santa Clara as my controller is about to die. Of course it is. So let me just quickly grab this controller or this plug-in. We're going up against Roger Staubach. Captain America is what he's known by, and we will hope to stop him. I'm going to rush the right end because they have Taylor Moton over there, and he is not as good as Walter Jones. He's a good player, not as good as Walter Jones, though. We know they have LaDainian Tomlinson, so they're going to run this football very heavily, and you obviously notice that they are wearing their old 1990s home uniforms. I like these uniforms a little bit. These are the Steve Largent uniforms, the classic Seahawks. That's going to be roughing the passer because I am bad at this game. We're rocking the alternate blacks. I like these uniforms a lot. The black uniforms, they just look kind of, they look good. They look clean, they look crispy. So we already start with a penalty, which is not how you want to start a football game. Staubach is under center. Tomlinson is behind him. They motion T. Higgins. They don't give it to him, but they give it to Tomlinson, who breaks the first tackle and is brought down. Ryan Shazier was the man to meet him first. He got shrugged off. Luckily, Darrelle Revis was there to help tackle him. Ryan Shazier and Darrelle Revis, two of our new additions to the squad. And that's going to be a pass out of the backfield to Tomlinson. Luckily, he's brought down by, I think Justin Houston was the man to do that. So let's get some pressure, boys. Let's get some pressure. We also have Freeney, Dwight Freeney, who is our draft pick. One of two draft picks that we made. Great stop by Justin Houston there to stop the force a 3-and-out. But like I was saying, Dwight Freeney and Adam Vinatieri are two draft picks this past season. Freeney gets the start on the left side, and Adam Vinatieri will be our kicker. Well, I mean, Mace Crosby's our kicker, but we get to see the GOAT, Tom Brady. Wait, what happened here? Wait, what? I'm player locking Tom Brady now. What in the world? What? I'm not sure why I just player locked Tom Brady, but it happened. And are we still? No, we're okay. We're not player locking him anymore. I don't know what that was, but it happened. So we got a yard on it, and we're going to quick throw this to Calvin Johnson. He's going to get the first down and a couple more extra yards, 13 in total. All right, let's give this to CJ, see if we can get better than a yard on this carry. That's how we need to move our offense. We need to move our offense with Brady throwing some shorter passes, and then Chris Johnson taking the big carries and getting some explosive yards, because he did that last season, so why can't he do it again this season? He hasn't changed anything. He's the same overall, same abilities. This could be open in the middle of the field. That's a very risky throw that does not get completed. That was very well covered by the Seahawks there. They had everybody that I wanted to go to covered. I had three different reads I was looking at on that play, and all of them were covered. So not good. Quick throw. Brady gets it to Antonio Brown. AB up the field to the 48-yard line. Don't really get to use Antonio Brown very much. He doesn't usually. He's not my first read, obviously. Calvin Johnson my first read, but he doesn't usually get open on that right side very much. And if he does, I just don't see him. So he doesn't usually get a lot of love. He does in simulation. He gets a little bit more love in simulation, which is good because he's a really good player, obviously. 99 overall, I think, or maybe 98, something like that. Somebody's got to get open on this one. We might go. Oh, Antonio Brown's open again here. This time he's wide open, butt naked wide open, as Antonio Brown is making things happen here. I don't know what he's doing on that celebration, but he is making things happen, moving the ball down the field. I like it. I want to give Antonio Brown the ball. And Chris Johnson able to get the edge, and nobody's quick enough. to tackle CJ2K, who was only about 100 yards away from getting 2,000 last season. Big time play. And I think, oh, I must not have put focus kicker on Mason Crosby. I don't think I have it, though. I wanted to put focus kicker on him. But he made the extra point anyway, so it's 7-0. We had a good offensive drive, and we stopped the Seahawks on a 3-and-out, so that is always a plus. We have all the momentum in the world. Let's do this. Let's stop. And they got Tiki Barber back to return kicks. That's a little weird. I've never known Tiki Barber to be a return man, but he is for the Seahawks. Let's see how Captain America responds to a 3-and-out. They got Tomlinson beside him, and he's gonna have plenty of time. He's gonna throw that. It's gonna be picked by Richard Sherman, the lockdown corner, and that was all Reggie White there. Let's go back and watch that replay. This was all Reggie White. They tried to do a little like out and up route. So I don't know who was out there. That's not Chad Johnson. That is Mohamed Sanu, number 80. So they tried to do a little out and up. Reggie White had plenty of time to get off the edge. He broke Taylor Moton very quickly. Staubach throws it just right before Reggie White could get there. But luckily, actually, I don't know why this ball was thrown so bad. I mean, I guess it's inaccurate under pressure, but I'm just glad that wasn't called roughing the passer, because that would have been stupid. But Sherman, he played that route very well, and it just falls right to his gut. Right in the gut. Mohamed Sanu had no chance, and then Sherm takes it, and he salutes the San Francisco faithful as the boys get the ball back. And now we have a very good opportunity with full momentum, completely full momentum, to take a 2-score lead, which is exactly what we want to do. Chris Johnson couldn't sneak his way through the edge. Let's go with the pass play. No, let's go Adrian Peterson. Let's go Peterson up the middle. See if we can get some power yardage. And we do. Adrian Peterson brought down very close to a face mask. Looks like they're not going to call it, though. I don't know if it was or not. It looked like it to me, just the way that he got tackled. But as the first quarter is going to come to a close here pretty soon, I'm going to send Larry Fitzgerald on a slant route so him and Calvin Johnson cross paths. And then we're going to go with a Larry Fitzgerald interception from Tom Brady. That was the worst pass Brady's ever thrown. And Michael Orr cannot catch, and that's going to be a pick 6 because unless Chris Johnson's quick enough, it doesn't matter. Oh. All the momentum is just gone now. Literally all the momentum. Brady. Can I see this pass from Brady here? What happened? So I was rolling to my right. I had set feet and everything. Why was this such an inaccurate ball, Brady? It just sails. Fitzgerald had no shot. Okudah was, it was thrown to Jeff Okudah. I don't know what happened on this throw, Brady, but you sold it. I know I see Calvin Johnson open there. I probably could have hit him too, and that might have been a touchdown. But I was expecting a little bit of a lower, more accurate pass from Brady. I mean, is that wrong of me to assume that I was going to get an accurate pass from Tom Brady here? And it goes to the house for a pick 6 because nobody was quick enough to catch Jeff Okudah. And it's a tie game just like that. So forget our 2-score lead. It's now a tie game. And the Seahawks have momentum. Oh, that's so annoying. Like, those kind of throws make me more mad than a lot of stuff because that should have never been picked off. It should have been, if not caught by Fitzgerald, just incomplete. But no, because Brady threw it so inaccurate and he sailed it so far above Fitzgerald's head that I couldn't even get a jump animation, and it's a pick 6. So that's what happens. Brady gonna have to be touched with that one. Calvin Johnson, man. Okay, Brady, that was a good throw. I'll give you that. That was a very good throw, as that ends the first quarter. At least he made that one. I would have been super heated if he would have had that one incomplete as well. Somebody's going to get open here, and it looks like it's going to be Larry Fitzgerald. Brady, why are you sailing these balls over Fitzgerald? He's not 7 foot tall. There was no need for that ball to be so high in the air. I'm just pressing bullet pass. It's not like I'm pressing anything special. That's going to be pressure from the Seahawks defensive line, and that's going to be incomplete. All right, if we have to get field goals, that's okay. Let's just get into field goal range, I would prefer. That's going to have to be in... Oh my God. What is going on in this game? Since that first drive, everything has just gone horribly bad. We don't punt the football on the channel, you know this. So, give me time. Give me time. Give me time. That's going to be incomplete. I just know it. Or it's going to be picked off by Darius Slay. Ah, man. Just unbelievable. I know I probably should have called a better play than that, but I didn't think it was going to get picked off. I mean, Calvin Johnson's got double me. I know it wasn't activated, but he's still one of the best wide receivers in the game. He should have been able to one-on-one that ball with Darius Slay on him. And that's going to be thrown incomplete by Roger Staubach. JPP was on the pressure. 3rd and 9. We've held them to a 3-and-out before. We know we can do it. The only reason they have points is because Jeff Okudah. So their defense is the only way they get points, and that's going to be Mohamed Sanu wide open in the middle of the field. He was just faster than my corner. I think it was Richard Sherman, because Sherman was covering him the last time that the last time they threw to Mohamed Sanu, so I'm assuming Sherman was on him again. And I know Sherman's not the fastest guy in the world, but he should be able to keep up with Mohamed Sanu. It's not like Mohamed Sanu's the fastest guy in the world. That's going to be a holding call, so that's going to come back, but Earl Thomas wrapped him up. All right, bring him back. That's good. That's much needed. Taylor Moton holding Reggie White, I would assume. All right, 1st and 15. They got pushed back behind midfield, and Roger Staubach's got plenty of space to run. He's going to slide as well, and he gets a lot of those yards back. 2nd down and 1. Of course. Of course. Staubach does that. That's going to be quick throw to Chad Johnson. Can we get a big hit on him? No, we cannot. Sherman just wraps him up. Everything's going wrong. I don't know why Tom Brady is completely selling this game. He's had 3 bad passes. 2 of them have been picks. Why are we playing so soft coverage? Why was that such soft coverage on Mohamed Sanu? We let him do a whole curl route and not be covered. We get the ball at half, so we need to definitely do a double up here where we score, and then we score at the beginning of the second half as well. That's going to be, should never be completed in the entirety of football. Running completely to the opposite side of the field, throwing across your body and that accurate to Chad Johnson, that should never happen, but it does. And that's going to be caught by Tomlinson, but kept out of the end zone by number 30. Who's number 30? I don't know who number 30 is. It's not Cam. Is it Cam? It might be Cam Chancellor. I thought he was 31. I thought I switched his number, but I guess I didn't. He's 30. That's going to be caught by the tight end, Will Dissly, and it's a touchdown just like that. Seahawks have the lead, even though they should not. It's just that simple. The Seahawks should not have the lead in this game. The Seahawks should not have the lead in this game, but there's been so many things that have gone wrong for us in this first half. I don't know what Tom Brady's throwing. It's like he wants to throw to the other team. Cordell Patterson back to return this. We've got Okoye ahead of us blocking. Patterson broke a tackle. Brought down to the 24-yard line. All right, let's actually play some good offense. We've got the screen shaking. Like, I feel like I'm on a boat right now. Give this to Chris Johnson. He gets nowhere. We're going to post Larry Fitzgerald and see what happens. Quick throw, picked. Wow. Really? Really? That's picked? Okay, whatever, man. This is not going my way in this first half. I'll tell you that. It is not going my way. I can't stop him after that first drive. Of course he's going to break that tackle. That makes total sense. 2-minute warning comes. They're going to score again because you know how it is with the CPU. When they want to score, it's inevitable that they will. You cannot stop them. It's impossible to stop them when they want to score. So Cam Chancellor lays a big hit on Tomlinson. I needed that fumble. Really needed that fumble. Don't know how it didn't happen. That's going to be caught. That's going to be, should have been a fumble as well. Chancellor hits another player, this time T. Higgins. Why are these guys not fumbling? I mean, Cam Chancellor has deflator. I don't know how it's not fumbling. That's going to be, probably should have been caught by Shazier, but he wasn't paying attention, didn't have his head around. At the 1-yard line, and they're going to call a timeout here. I don't know what the clock said. It is a minute and 1. I don't know why they called a timeout. That's weird. Pinch the offensive line, and Tomlinson gets in untouched. And they have a 2-score lead. Man, I cannot believe that I've thrown 3 interceptions in this game, and they've all been just, like, stupid. It's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. I don't know what's going on in this game. We've got basically a minute left to go. They have full timeout, or full momentum. We have all of our timeouts. I don't even know if I want to keep trying in this game. I've kind of just lost my energy in this game because it's just sucking all of the life out of me. This Madden sucks all the life out of me. Throw that quickly to Antonio Brown. Let's do a hurry up so we don't have to waste a timeout on that kind of throw. Seahawks are bringing pressure, which is understandable. Let's throw this up to Larry Fitzgerald. He catches it. Now we use a timeout. Thought that probably was going to be incomplete, if not picked. All right, we're at the 33. This is Mason Crosby field goal range, but we don't want a field goal here because we need to do the double up to at least stand a chance in this game. So that's going to be Antonio Brown. I couldn't get to the sidelines. I'm going to use a timeout because we have 27 seconds and a timeout left. So we can take a couple shots to the end zone here. I'm going to send Tony Gonzalez on a post route. This could be open if I have time. I'm going to dump this to Chris Johnson. We're going to go. I'm going to get up and spike the ball. So we have 2 chances. So we can throw this in the middle of the field because we have a timeout. I'm going to throw a slant to Calvin Johnson. This has got to be quick. There's Tony Gonzalez. He gets into the end zone. Perfect. So we added the first of 2. That's exactly what we needed to do. Crosby adds the extra point, and we're down by a touchdown. And we get the ball at half. That's exactly what we needed to do. Perfectly executed by Tom Brady on that drive. A little bit of a 1-minute drive. If we can score to start the second half, we'll be right back in this game. I know there's been a lot of cheese. That would have been awesome if we got a fumble there, but we didn't. So they're going to just kneel it to end the half. They're going to just let us ride it out. All right, that is totally cool. Let's do this, boys. We've got momentum. I'm going to throw it medium, and we're going to try and stop them on their short passes. Okay, coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this. 21-14. They still have their momentum. I was hoping that we might be able to take it. Maybe we will if we score here. I'm going to cut back inside, juke move, and Patterson didn't even do a juke move, so it is what it is. 24-yard line. Let's run the ball. I know we haven't really been able to. Maybe we can now. Brady in the shotgun, snapping it to Chris Johnson. He's going to get the edge. CJ2K, juke move, gets by a man. He's got the speed. 1 play, down the sidelines, 10-5, touchdown. And we are back in this game. Chris Johnson takes it to the house on one play, and we cannot forget the great blocking from these wide receivers. They're really the ones that allowed this to happen. We gotta go back and watch the replay of this. The wide receivers, oh, I can't even watch the replay. Come on, Madden. Why are you starting me right there? Well, just know that Antonio Brown and Calvin Johnson and Orlando Pace all had amazing blocks. And then that was really the key right there, that juke move to send the man flying, and nobody else had the speed to catch him. And Chris Johnson takes it to the house for 6. And Mason Crosby adds the extra point, and it's a tie game just like that. So that is huge W's, absolutely huge W's, because now it's a tie game. We have momentum back on our side, and hopefully our defense can step up. We've proven that we can get pressure on Staubach, because that's how he threw the interception, because Reggie White brought pressure. And we've proven that we can stop them on 3 and outs, or just at least get their punt team out on the field. We've done that before, so it's within our ability to do it. We just have to find it and actually do it. So maybe we will. Maybe we will. If we can get that, oh, Sherm, good knockdown. Oh, Dwight Freeney's injured now. Our rookie pass rusher is injured, and I've somehow locked on to Reggie White. This is not what I want to do. I think my R3 button is broken, or not broken, but just like super sensitive. So I am defensively locked on Reggie White. This is not where I want to be, and I can't even turn into the other guys. I'm still on Reggie White. Why did it have to happen on 3rd down? Why did that have to happen on 3rd down? Man, that's so frustrating. This game just finds new ways to screw me. Just finds new ways to shaft me. It surprises me with the new ways that it shafts me, but it does. Cam Chancellor is able to bring him down. Tomlinson gets a huge gain. And an upper arm fracture for our rookie pass rusher. So Freeney's probably done for a good amount of time, which is just fantastic. It's not like I wanted to actually see how he played his rookie season or anything. Staubach's going to find his man. That's going to be Mohamed Sanu. They've only thrown, I think, 1 pass to Chad Johnson. It was that one in the middle. Other than that, it's been Mohamed Sanu and T. Higgins who have been the main guys. And that's going to be Staubach has time. He's got way too much time. Sherman's able to wrap him up. That's not Sherman. It's Ryan Shazier. Excuse me. I thought Sherman was just out there, but he must have been in man coverage. 2nd down and 6. We've got, oh, no, we got Penasini out there. Hold on. I got to change this up now that Freeney's injured. Right D tackle was Freeney, so we got to switch that up. That's for sure. We cannot have Penasini out there. Pecco will be there. White, and then the pass rushers. Left end is Reggie. Right end is gonna have to be. We don't have another pass rusher. We're so weak at that position. Freeney's injured now. It cannot be Penasini. We cannot have a 68 out there. So we'll have to have Ndamukong Suh play right, or play. Wait, what's Ndamukong? Oh, Ndamukong Suh's starting at D tackle. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so we'll have to switch Pecco to be the starter there, and then have Suh come in and play that, because we cannot have Penasini play. That is for sure. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. That's going to be caught by Chad Johnson. Revis is going to bring him down. As soon as I mentioned something about them not targeting Chad Johnson, they throw right to him. He's got 3 catches now. And great. LaDainian Tomlinson's got his X Factor lit up, so that's just perfect. That's going to be caught by Mohamed Sanu. Sherman playing so slow. You got to be on top of that. On top of that. And now we're locked on Reggie White again. Stop it! My controller keeps doing that, man. I'm not even pressing the button. But I am going to get the sack! User strip sack! It actually worked out for me this time. A user strip sack. LaDainian Tomlinson's able to wrap or pick it up. If I could have changed, I might have been able to pick it up. I'll take it though. I got a sack with Reggie White controlling him, not when I didn't want to. That's going to be thrown out of bounds. Field goal opportunity. Okay. We held him. We held him to a field goal. I'll take it. Take it, especially because our offense is very electric and we can score. So they're up by 3 in the third quarter. We need to have a good offensive drive, just like we continue to do. I'm going to run the ball again because that worked last time. Cut it back inside. Cordero, you got to be faster. You just got to be faster. All right. So let's give another run play, a similar one to what we scored with, and they are, wow. They are holding that right side, and they're going to pressure up there. Luckily, Jukebox, or Human Joystick, is able to get me up there. They were definitely expecting that run. That was crazy. All right, let's go audible streak Calvin Johnson so that I have the deep throw. Throw that up deep. That's a pick. Yep, I suck at this game. I tried to float that, and it didn't float it. I pressed, like I lightly tapped it, and apparently it just bullet passed it. So, yeah. That's 4 interceptions for Tom Brady. I'm not taking credit for it, or I'm not taking responsibility for any of them. And that's going to be a quarterback keeper. Big hit. It's going to be hopefully a holding call. I hate this game so much, man. Hate this game so much with that interception, man. It just blows. This game is almost it's just bad. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk how bad it is because I've already spoken my piece about how bad this game is. 4 interceptions for Tom Brady would never happen. That's not a completed pass. There's no way he dragged that foot. There's just no way he, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no way he dragged that foot. If we can stop him here, get some pressure, that would be ideal. With a minute to go in the third quarter, down by 3 against a division rival. That's going to be caught by T. Higgins. I need that fumble. How is nobody fumbling? I'm laying huge hits on these receivers. That's like the 4th hit I've laid on they've not fumbled. That's going to be another holding call, I would hope. I don't think I hit the quarterback. You cannot be serious. Who hit the quarterback? John Penasini? He's not should be. How is he playing? Oh my God, you cannot be serious. Did they really just call roughing the passer on John Penasini? I mean, really? We're going to go down by 10 in the 4th quarter because I threw a stupid interception when I pressed the lob button. All right, I lightly tapped it, and it just bullet passed it because it wants to just screw me. It wants to just stick itself in my rear end and shaft me. That's what Madden does to me. They injured my pass rusher when they know I only have 1. And luckily we held him there. No way we just stopped them on a goal line. They're going to go for this. We are blitzing everybody. We are pinching everybody. Somebody get there. Somebody get there. We stop them on the line. Let's go. Reggie White. A goal line stand for the ages. Give us that momentum. Adrian Peterson. Cut it outside. I'm stuck on my lineman. I couldn't get off of him. That does give us some space, though. I'll take it. We got some space. They only have 36 rushing yards. Oh, no. I had the lane. I had the lane. I didn't see that guy. We did get the first down, which is good. But we had the lane. I just didn't hit it. I didn't see that guy there. Cut it back inside. Chris Johnson. Huge gain. 129 yards on 10 carries for CJ2K. Let's keep running this ball. Are they going to expect it? They look like they're ready for a run. So we will slant, see if we can catch them off guard. I'm actually going to put Tony Gonzalez on an in route just in case I need a check down. They are going to be ready for the run. And they're not going to be ready for the check down to Tony Gonzalez. He dropped it. Tony, you cannot drop those passes. How, Tony? How can you drop that?
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
Good job. I didn't decide which way I wanted to go quick enough. That's my bad. This could be good for us if Chris Johnson goes the way that I want him to go. Or if Calvin Johnson does. He did. Calvin Johnson's open. This is all up to Tom Brady. Ah! You gotta be kidding me. He was so open. How does that happen? We gotta go for it here. This has gotta be the move. You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Hold a block! It's your freaking job! Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. There's no way that he should be past my offensive line that quickly and able to jump up and deflect that pass. He was wide open. Larry Fitzgerald was wide open. Hold a freaking block. That's what I pay you to do. Unbelievable. Just absolutely ridiculous. The blocking mechanics in this game are unbelievably bad. They are shockingly bad. Bring him down. Thank you. Kick the field goal, go up by 6. I cannot express to you the frustration that is building within me. Maybe he'll miss this. He will not. That'll be right down the center. So they go up by 6. We can still win with a touchdown. But the way that our offense has been playing in this second half, it probably won't happen. They want us to throw the football, which I don't necessarily agree with. I cannot believe Calvin didn't catch that ball, man. Those animations, bro, are just absolutely ridiculous. Antonio Brown with a big catch. That's going to take us probably to 2-minute warning. And if you noticed, the pressure was on Tom Brady right away. As soon as I snapped that ball and stepped back, they had people in the backfield. So I don't know what. I mean, I have one of the best offensive lines in the entire game. Like, what else do you want me to do? I know the Seahawks defensive line is really good. They got some good players. That should probably be a face mask, but whatever. They have some really good players. I should be able to hold the blocks. We should be able to have blocks held. Just keep going, same play. Just check it down. They're going to leave somebody open. It's Tony Gonzalez again. I wish he was a little bit faster. We're just going to keep running the same play, man. I don't effing care. I don't care if it's cheese or what. That's going to be Larry Fitzgerald. He dropped it, Larry. You cannot drop those, especially when I call possession catch. You can just simply not drop them. We're in field goal range. I'm going to dump this to Chris Johnson. He's going to hopefully make a move. He doesn't. I'm going to call a timeout here just so I have time to think. I need to have time to think about what I want to do. I want to, yeah, I gotta just have the opportunity to throw it to Calvin. He needs to beat his man here. He did, but I don't want to throw it. They had another chance to block me there with the pass. We're gonna run some no huddle, try and get fast on these boys. Let's call the play. I don't like this. I don't like this. He's open. He's open. He's open. Tony Brown, get in the end zone. Touchdown. I thought for sure that was going to be picked off. Antonio, I thought for sure that was going to be picked off. Oh, man. Let's go back and talk about this. So, on this play, I was going to go Tony Gonzalez 100%. That was my first read. But then I saw this guy right here. I saw him, and I was like, that's going to be picked off no matter what. So I back off that. Then I start thinking, I start looking to the right, and I'm like, I don't have anybody on the right except for Antonio Brown, so I'm going to be screwed. And then I just start rolling out of the pocket. That's when I'm starting to panic. I'm starting to panic. Luckily, this corner moved that way. You see him move that way? I'm so happy that he did that. He must have thought that I was going to throw it to him right there. But I'm super happy he moved that way because Tom Brady, and this is when I panicked. This is when I panicked because I thought this was going to be picked off. I thought for sure there's no way this wasn't going to be picked off. But it's not. And luckily, Antonio Brown slipped that tackle and goes into the end zone. That was... You don't understand how much panic was in my face and in my... Maybe you could see it, I don't know, but you don't understand how much panic was in my body when that was happening. I can't go to the sideline. I want to see Antonio Brown's celebration. He's praising to the Lord because of what just happened there. How could you not praise the Lord when you do stuff like that? I mean, are you kidding me? That was wild. Thank you, Antonio Brown, for that. And at least it's tied, so no matter what, we're going to overtime. But I don't want to go to overtime. I want to win this game. There it is. 28-27. Full momentum is on our side. We may have just squeaked one out. Mason Crosby puts us up by 1. That one's going to go to where they have to return it, which is a good thing, I think. Yes, it's a good thing because we stopped them at the 21. They have 29 seconds and 3 timeouts. So we just need to play the safest defense we can think of. 29 seconds. Don't hit him, whatever you do. Tackle him in bounds, please. I don't know why I kept whiffing. I don't want to do the hit stick because I'm going to miss, and then not doing the hit stick made me miss. We already know that I'm a really bad user tackler, so... Reggie White, no way! Roger Staubach, in his existence, has never thrown anybody off like that. Especially not Reggie White. Unreal, man. There's no way he's throwing Reggie White to the ground like that. When Reggie's coming straight after him. That's going to be picked off by Justin Houston, sealing the game. Justin Houston has just given us a 1-0 start. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, baby Jesus. Justin Houston. Justin Houston seals the game with a pick 6. I mean, the interception sealed the game anyway, but the pick 6 is just the icing on top of the cake. Oh, man. What a game this has been. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, as many of my games tend to be, which I hate, but they tend to be a roller coaster of emotions, and this one was no different. Ups and downs and anger and happiness and jubilation and all of the good stuff. Crazy game. And Reggie White is denied a sack, and that's going to be incomplete, and we survive. I don't know how we survived, but we did. Tom Brady, 16 of 28, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. He actively tried to sell this game, but we denied him that. Chris Johnson, 11 carries, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely clutch. Player of the game. Receivers, Antonio Brown had 7 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, 4 catches, 42 yards, touchdown. Defensively, Justin Houston, the defensive MVP of this game. Cam Chancellor and Ryan Shazier led tackles. We did not... Oh, we sacked him one time with Reggie White. That was right. That was the user play that I strip sacked him. And then we picked him off twice. Richard Sherman and Justin Houston both... Oh, actually not. Only Justin Houston was a pick 6. Richard Sherman's was not a pick 6. But that was a big game. That was a very interesting game. And we did it. We got it done. And we start undefeated. We have not lost a game in this series. And I continue to keep that trend going. Big win. So we go to injury report, and we find out that Dwight Freeney has the upper arm fracture out for 4 weeks. So we're gonna have to do some work on the defensive line because, as you guys know, I only have 2 pass rushers, 2 edge rushers, Dwight Freeney and Reggie White. And we cannot have Penasini play. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Justin Houston to left end for this 4-week stretch. He's gonna play left end, and then once Freeney's back, we'll move him back to left outside linebacker. But we are gonna put Wesley Woodyard, who I know is a good middle linebacker, but I don't want to put Ryan Shazier at left outside linebacker. So we're gonna put Wesley Woodyard at left outside linebacker. He will go there. And there we go. So until Freeney's back, Justin Houston will play edge rusher on the left side. I probably need to work the depth chart a little bit to make sure that's all good and make sure that Penasini does not come in and play. So Pierre-Paul will be the Reggie White. Then we'll have Justin Houston come off there. D tackle, we'll have Sue and Pecco. That's good. But actual right end, left end, Sue and Pecco. We will have Justin Houston play this position, and then Reggie White will be on that side. So, okay, that's how it's going to be for about a month until we get Dwight Freeney back. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next time you see me will be in the middle of the season. If we take a look at the schedule, we can find out what games we're going to play. So we usually play around week 7, 8, or 9, when around the middle part of the season. So that is Chiefs, Broncos, and Panthers. But we have to play an away game because... Actually, we don't necessarily because we have the football team away in week 18. So we could play the Chiefs or the Broncos or the Panthers. Let's take a look at those 3 teams. The Chiefs, Broncos, and Panthers. We'll take a look at their rosters and see who would be the most fun matchup. So we'll start with the Panthers because they're closest to us. So the Panthers have Rodgers, Emmitt Smith, Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, Hayden Hurst. Their offensive line is not that great. That's a good sign. Brandon Graham, Abraham, and John Randall. Defensive line really good. Linebacking core, not the greatest. It's average. And then X-Man as the corner, Devin McCourty and Jabril Pepper. So their secondary is pretty good. But their offensive line is their weak point, so that's interesting. So then the Chiefs and the Broncos were the other teams. So the Broncos, they have Joe Montana, Todd Gurley and Devontae Freeman, AJ Green, Andre Johnson, Sammy Watkins, interesting. Jimmy Graham and Jeremy Shockey, Tony Baselli. Their offensive line is much better than the Panthers. William Golston, Alden Smith, and Marcel Darius. So an average to good defensive line. Matthew Judon, Chuck Bednarik, and London Fletcher. Really good linebacking core. Corners, Marcus Peters, Bradley Roby, Demarius Randall, Jesse Bates, Jamal Adams. Wow. Okay, the Broncos are a good team. The Chiefs are the final team. They have Steve McNair, Marshawn Lynch, Kenny Golladay, Deontay Johnson, Devontae Smith, Kellen Winslow and Robert Tunyon, Tyron Smith, Corey Linsley. Their offensive line's average to good. Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Malik Jackson. Really good defensive line. Linebacking core, Zach Thomas, Zach Cunningham. Good linebacking core, could be better. They only have Denzel Ward as their only corner that's really good. And then their safeties are really, really good. But a really bad kicker, 69 overall. The Chiefs might be the team that we play, because they have an average offensive line. They have one good corner. Their defensive line is really elite. It's going to be tough to play against Myles Garrett, that's for sure. Their linebacking core is not the greatest. Their receivers aren't the greatest. Their running back is really good in Marshawn Lynch. Steve McNair, I don't think is that great of a quarterback. I think we play the Chiefs. I think they're the best matchup. So that is week 8, I'm pretty sure. Or is it week 7? I thought it was week 8. It is week 7 is the game against the Chiefs. It's the home game. So it'll be our final home game of the regular season. Then we'll play the football team in week 18. They're away, so we will get an away game. And that'll be good because then if we make the playoffs, hopefully we make the playoffs as the 1 seed, then we'll have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So we'll see a bunch of home games. So we get to play the Chiefs in week 7. So that's the next time you will see me is Week 7 against the Kansas City Chiefs. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.